Welcome to your Migraine Story Matters, Sarah. It's really wonderful to meet with you today after meeting on LinkedIn in recent weeks. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it's great to be here, and it's great to chat with you. Actually, I feel like we're really connected already. Just a little chat online, and then bang, here we are.
I definitely feel a deep resonance with you, your story, your work, so your offerings, the way your post has gone viral recently. That was amazing. We'll start by inviting you to share your story. I know with yourself, just to make it clear to readers, we normally invite people on the show who specifically have lived with migraine disease. And in your case, it is a little bit different because, well, we'll share your story. Actually, it'll be all become clear there.
Yeah.
Tell
Okay.
us about your
So
story.
yeah. So I'm not a migraine sufferer, and but I'm a naturopath and perimenopause specialist, and in my naturopathic training, when I qualify, well, you kind of come to qualify, and you have to do herbal clinics, and you get your real, your first patients and clients, and that's like it's a big moment because you spent 4 years learning your stuff, and then you've got a real person, and you're like, is it going to work? All this stuff I learned, is it going to work? And my first case was a migraine sufferer. And guess what? It did work, and it worked beautifully. And she had lived with migraines for 20 years. And 3 months, they were gone.
And
And
how long ago was this that you studied? It wasn't recent
no,
years, was it?
no, I qualified in 2003. So I started studying in 1999.
And what inspired you to study in such a way in such in that arena, that field?
In an unknown field.
Yeah, yeah,
It still is to an extent, but
yeah.
no. So in my the third year of my degree, I was studying German and business administration. I realized I was drinking 3 pots of coffee a day to like get out of bed and get places, and then another pot to go and go out in the evening. And I was like, this isn't right. And I went to the doctor. I got diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome, or ME. I was about to take off into life and become a really successful something, and wasn't sure quite what, but anyway, it just, the doctor said, you'll have good days and bad days, see you later. You can have antidepressants if you like. I was like, well, I'm not depressed. This really sucks, right? But I'm not depressed. So I thought my life was over. I had to move back in with my parents. And Yeah, and I was really desperate. And at the time, there was no like internet to go and search stuff up. So I went on my high street, there was a little crystal shop, and it had a notice in the window and it said Reiki and reflexology. And I just went in and I went, would that help? And she went, yeah. I was like, okay, then I'm going to do that. So I had some reflexology and it did help. And then after that, I had some Reiki and that helped. I had bad insomnia, and it helped with the sleep stuff. So that's how. And then once it was like that kind of thing where you get a bit better and then stop helping. So I wanted to find the next thing. And I saw a nutritionist. I saw a Chinese herbalist. I learned to meditate. And which was so powerful and still is. And then I read a book, and it was everything that I'd just done, and it was by a naturopath, and I was like, oh my God. And then the first naturopathic college in the UK opened up, and I was like, I am so in. This is my thing.
Talk about meant to be.
Yeah, I know.
What was that game-changing, life-changing, career-changing read that you read then?
It's called oh my God, Radical Healing.
Oh, do you know, I've not heard of that one, but I love anything that's radical when it comes to
Yes.
this
Yeah. And it just had
journey.
all these different remedies in, and it had the energetic. So, it wasn't just straight nutrition, and that's really informed. informed the way I practice, and the way the world fits together for me is like scientific and energetic, because that's what humans are, really.
Oh, I hear you. That's what I learned early on in my own journey. It was the balance between the science and the spirituality, the Eastern and the Western.
Yeah.
I do believe that integrative approach, they call it, don't they? Like that integrative approach will take us, well, certainly a lot further than kind of what we're seeing predominantly in the world of chronic illness. That is incredible. Thanks for sharing all that with us.
Yeah, it's quite a journey. And, it took me a long time to really see that, that diagnosis is one of my biggest blessings, because I found my passion, I found my purpose. It's naturopathic medicine is a lifestyle, because it's what you eat and it's how you live, and it's how I'm lucky enough to make my living doing something that I adore. And I'm made for this. I really believe this is my gift. So yeah, I'm very, very lucky.
That's wonderful, and I can certainly feel that with your posts and all that you write and share and take your time to create. So yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing all that. I guess over the last 20 odd years now, isn't it? Over 20 years,
Yeah.
I guess you've
Yeah.
probably worked with quite a number of people with
Mhm.
migraine disease. Would that be right?
Yeah. I've always run a full-time practice, so I've seen large volumes of people, and it's one of the things I really want people who suffer from migraines to know is that you do not have to live with this condition responds so well to a combination of nutrition and herbal medicine, and go and seek help, because it works. And yeah, don't waste any more time suffering, because you do not have to live with this, really.
I really appreciate you leaving that takeaway message and inspiring hope for our for our listeners. That is something that we really, really do need to hear. Tell us, Sarah, where can people find you? Where can listeners find you that would love to connect and hear more about the story that you share, the offerings that you have, the insights and the wisdom and the teachings?
Yeah, so I'm on all the socials. So Sara Southgate, my website sarasouthgate.com. I'm on Facebook and LinkedIn and a little bit on Instagram. So yeah, just search for Sara Southgate and you will find me.
Marvelous. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us today, Sarah.